years. It's interesting how that happens, given old Joe broke Obama's record for most votes ever cast for an American presidential candidate. So the president with the most votes ever can't even find enough of them to help him move a couch. Meanwhile, what the hell was South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem thinking? She just took her VP chances out to a gravel pit and shot it. After admitting that's what she did to a, quote, untrainable farm dog. What a charming anecdote to include in a book. Who was her editor? Michael Vick? Seriously. Killing a puppy for misbehavior is like nuking France for not shaving their armpits. It's a little harsh. So anyway, polls show Biden's in real trouble, which tells you everything you need to know about Trump's trials. As Trump becomes America's choice for president, the only option for the Dems is election interference through lawfare. Their only strategy is to remove him from the playing field rather than give the voters a chance. Instead of letting the election unfold, they're trying to take him out back like an untrainable dog. Except in this case, it's not out back. They're doing it right in front of you. Period. Winston, I know in England that you have dogs. Is it customary for in the rural parts of England to decide you're going to just shoot a dog because he's poorly trained?
I think you've got this all wrong.
Yeah.
I think this is fantastic.
Really?
And I'll tell you why. It's very important, actually.
Yeah.
We need psychopaths in the White House. Look what happens when you don't have a psychopath in the White House. The whole world burns. We need someone. Do you think you'd have Gaza Plaza up in Columbia University or Putin messing about in Ukraine if we have nutters in the White House? Stuff like that doesn't happen. So she's got my vote. I mean, I love her.
That is actually the argument, Joe, yes, that she was making, that I make the tough decisions, and this was a tough decision. Although I don't know how tough it is to just shoot a puppy when you could have probably taken it to a shelter. I don't know. And I like Kristi Noem. I just find this a bit odd.
Yeah, it's a little strange because you think of whenever someone has a transgression, they could always fall back on, hey, it's not like they're out there killing Oh, wait a minute. Did this time. So, yeah, I don't know who was it who told her. Because she even said a better politician wouldn't have put that in the book. I got news for you. Even a really crappy politician would have put that in the book. I don't know, even who put that? Cats? Are cats just saying, like, yeah, tell her to put in the dog shooting story. We'll be in charge now. So, yeah, I'm just curious as to what people think is going on with presidential dogs, because it's escalating. Because Romney put his on a roof. Obama ate a couple of his.
Yeah.
And she's taking them out back and shooting them, you know? And I'll tell you this about Biden's dogs, as crazy as they were, those dogs would have shot back.
Yeah, that's true. Just one correction. I think Obama only ate one dog, and it was part of a meal in Indonesia, if I remember my facts correctly. And sometimes I don't like to remember them. But in this case, I must, because we're going to talk about this for the rest of the year, Kat. Okay, what is this? Okay, you wrote a book. You have an editor. You have an agent. There are people that discuss what goes in and what doesn't go in a book. An editor is going to tell you, don't put this in the book. She wanted to put it in because it was probably already going to come out.
Then you lie. Who's gonna who's gonna tell? Aren't you a politician?
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna tell? The dog, right?
Yeah.
Like, dog can't talk, especially not now.
Yes.
When this first came out, I was like, how did this come out? Oh, she put it out. I just don't understand. I don't understand why you would share this. And keep in mind, I'm saying that as someone who people say that about me all the time.
Right.
Like,
you overshare.
Why would she share that? It's something people say about me. But this, you could not waterboard that information out of me.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing you could do to make me say, yes, I killed a puppy.
Yeah.
And there's the editing process. Like you said, there's so many chances you have to be like, you know what? Maybe I want to take that part about me shooting a puppy out of the book.
I think that she had to weigh, like, okay, I could be VP and this story's out there because I talked about it. and so I've got to like, get it out there. But it was poorly poorly portrayed. I mean, you know, you don't kill a puppy because you don't like it. Right? You kill it like I get it if it attacked an animal or attacked a person, but it's like this is not a poorly articulated defense.
When you kill, you never speak of it again.
Right. That's what my uncle used to tell me. We have an entire backyard filled with shallow graves. We call it drifter heaven. Julie, do you want to talk about the polls? You want to talk about the dog?
I got to talk about the dog.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's funny. It's
sorry.
like, it's one of those things nobody wants to talk about, but when you talk about it, you can't stop talking about
No,
it.
you really can't.
No.
No, I think that her damage control attempt was really smart, though. Like, she came out and she was like, well, you know, we kill horses, too.
Yeah. She killed a goat.
She's like, we killed 2 horses like a couple weeks ago. But I don't think they went out there with a shotgun and shot them. They probably had them euthanized like most people do when your pet is dying, or if you just have an animal you want to get rid of, or an ex.
Or
I'm just saying, I think it's very strange that she would use that as a justification for, like, look, I kill animals, but, you know, I don't know.
More murder.
yeah. What we need. Yeah, it's like I can make the tough decisions. I think the tougher decision is to maybe try and train the puppy, or or give it to but just taking it out to a gravel pit seems like years.